Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Well, what have we here?
It's a podcast.
Fine.
And what excitement we have today.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara and Rob Spiewak. And now, here's Rob.
Hey, it's me. But fear not, Mike will be joining us later. He had to take his son, young Michael, to camp. But this is exciting. Now, as you know, we brought on a new producer in the past couple months, Josh Schroka, and he has been on top of everything. It's given a new energy to the show. And what with tomorrow being the federal holiday that it is, the 4th of July, America's birthday, he thought it would be fun to get a fireworks expert on the show. And I said, you know what? That sounds great. I like fireworks. We discussed them a little bit yesterday. And we went to a local bedroom community to Washington, D.C., Hyattsville, Maryland. And apparently, this was just told to me this morning, last-minute booking, the curator of the fireworks for Hyattsville. And we have a microphone out there. Excuse me, is the curator there? Sir?
At least I know I'm free.
Sir? Sir?
Hello?
Sir? Yes, is this the fireworks curator or curator of Hyattsville, Maryland?
A what?
Fireworks curator. The man in charge of the fireworks.
Nope, not here. Not here right now. He'll be here. I'm the security guard.
Oh, you're a security guard. I see.
Yeah.
So but you right now, technically, you would be in charge of all the fireworks, right?
Well, I'm guarding the fireworks.
Okay. So if someone were to come in and have a question, you're the head guy there, right?
Nope.
Not even right now when you're alone?
No, I'm just watching them. They want me to watch them. I know where everything is. It's on a big truck where they've got them all, and then all the equipment is on another truck.
Okay.
Well, it's on another platform, and then they, the morning of the 4th.
That's tomorrow.
I don't think so.
Well, you might want to check. Sir, what is your official? What
You're
is
right. You're right. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 4th of July, and then they're going to bring them out to the lake, Iverson Lake, and then they shoot them off tomorrow.
It's more of a creek, isn't it?
It's not that big.
All right,
it's not
what is
that big.
All right, let's
who am I
start.
talking to anyway?
Yeah, let's start from the very beginning, which is a very good place to start. My name is Rob Spiewak. I'm with the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What did you say your name was?
My name is Rob Spiewak, and I'm with
Rob.
the Mike O'Mara. Yeah.
Rob.
Yes?
Rob Spiewak.
Yes, that's me. I just told you that.
It's Charlie.
Charlie Stuang-Stabalak?
Charlie Stuang-Stabalak. I'm a security guard at the fireworks warehouse.
That is so amazing. We haven't talked to you in
a
some
long time.
Yeah,
A long time. I think it was when I was on that boat at the Suez Canal.
Yeah, you've come back north.
Oh, boy. Happy 4th of July, Rob.
Yeah, and I'm glad you landed on your feet and you got yourself a good job. It's a government job.
Happy. I'm doing security. It's Hyattsville Security.
Yeah.
And I'm the overnight guard at the fireworks warehouse where, they don't want the wrong people, Rob, to get the fireworks so that they'll take them to their house and stuff like that.
Miscreants. No goodness.
Miscreants.
Yeah.
That means juvenile delinquents.
You were never that, were you?
No, never. I've always paid attention. But listen to the echo here. Hello?
The warehouse must be huge.
I just snapped my fingers. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I'm surprised you have all your fingers.
Nice to see you and hear you, Rob.
The pleasure is mine. Now, I've got a question about this. Obviously, the 4th of July, that's a seasonal job. Do you do other security work?
Yes, I guard a lot of different places overnight when there's not a lot of traffic. I work at some car dealerships, Hyattsville Hyundai, and I work at a couple of big box stores, the Lowe's and
Lowe's.
what?
It's called Lowe's.
I don't think so.
All right. I think it's always been called Lowe's.
No, it's Wowie Lowies.
I don't know if this is true. I went onto one of our fan pages. I said they spotted you at Rita's Italian Ice.
Yeah. Yeah, real small job. I just sit in the car. I just sit in my car and watch. See if anybody wants to break into that place. Who wants an Italian ice? You want a lemon ice? Break in. Go ahead. Never had any problem there, Rob.
Do you sit in your car with the windows up and the engine not running?
In the cold months.
But in the summer?
In the summer, I roll the windows down.
Okay, good. What are you driving now?
It's an older model car that I've had for a long time. It is it's a large car.
Yeah.
And it's a Crown Victoria.
But an older one?
An older Crown Victoria.
Do you have
very
the-
old.
do you
very
have the-
old. I got the
Do you have the antique plates?
1974.
Oh, it qualifies then. That's good. And you've had that
I think
car.
of you when I'm driving around in it, Rob, because when I start up the engine, I go, Uncle Buck.
Like Uncle Buck. And it's amazing that you're still working, Charlie, because I just
Thank you,
crunched
Rob.
the numbers. And do you know how old you are now?
Yep. How old am I?
Well, in December, you will be 84.
84. Time flies when you're having fun.
It really
That's for
does.
sure.
And I'm surprised they're allowing you to be around all of these fireworks because you don't have a good past
What do you
with
mean?
fire.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
that's
I'm
not
just-
right. That's wrong. No.
But what about the mulch fire at the orphanage?
The mulch fire at the orphanage was not my fault. I had nothing to do with it. I was
Well-
teaching the kids how to play safely with matches.
Well, you don't play with matches at all.
All right. Well, anyway, I got.
I just remember it was at Our Lady of the Worthless Miracle.
Oh,
and
stop that!
I'm just
Stick.
laying-
Hey,
and you-
stick boy. Hey, Sticky.
Hey, that's canon,
Hey,
man.
Sticky. Don't urinate on my bit. All right.
So,
Our
so
Lady
you
of the
even have-
Worthless Miracle. Har, har, har. Come on. Come on,
Well-
you.
Matthew wasn't laughing.
Yeah. Matthew's not around anymore.
Oh, we lost him?
My brother.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. He loved 4th of July.
He's dead, Rob.
Well,
He's not
you know
coming
what?
back.
May you take comfort in his memories.
Let me show you the fireworks.
I
want to
see them. I do, yeah. Because they don't
Let's do
even
that.
they don't even allow you to carry a lighter or matches, do
Well,
they?
you don't want to have anything that's going to set them off. And
Right.
the fireworks are going to be tomorrow about sundown, 9 o'clock ish.
Yeah.
And out on Lake Iverson, they will be transported from the warehouse here in Hyattsville to Lake Iverson, where they'll be put on a barge and safely set off in the middle of the lake, so you can watch it and enjoy it.
That you can eat. Is Lake Iverson near the mall?
It's close. It's not a lake as much as kind of a retaining pond, Rob.
And they got a barge in it?
Yep. They put a barge out there, to keep it away, so it's all water and all that. And
Yeah.
then until then, the safety switches and the fireworks are kept in here on the flatbed truck.
Okay, so now are there any particular fireworks you want to show me? Because I have specific
Well, you
questions
can't
about
see
that.
them unless they go off, but over there you see see those tubes?
Yes.
Those tubes.
Yes.
Those tubes right over there.
Is this technical fireworks jargon?
Well, no, I don't know what they're called. I think they're the tubes. Who's that other guy?
Oh,
that
that's
I'm
Josh.
looking-
You haven't met Josh, have you?
No, only over text, Charlie.
Oh, all right. Hello.
What's the matter, Charlie? You look
I don't
suspicious.
like new people.
No, he's great. He loves you.
Does he?
Yeah, he does. He does.
Oh,
We've
all right.
spoken about you, and he has a very high regards for you.
All right. So they've got the tubes that are over here, and then the platforms,
Yeah.
and then let me see what this thing says here.
What does that say?
Switching unit trigger. Do not press. All
Okay,
right.
did
That's
anyone
obviously
tell you
something
not
I
to-
shouldn't be pressing.
Yeah, you shouldn't press that. When they go off on the barge tomorrow night at about 9:15 Eastern, let's say,
Yeah.
is there someone on the barge to light the fuse?
It's not necessary anymore. It's done by the switch, by remote controls.
So it's electronic.
It's electronic. All the fireworks are controlled electronically.
Is it Bluetooth?
What's that?
Like on your phone.
I don't know, Rob. They've got a remote control table right over here where they have 4 or 5 remote controls, and they
Can you
press
take
the
me to
button, and then it does.
Take me to the table. I want to see the table.
Let me show you the, and I'm proud to be.
So glad we have video for this.
Yes, I know I'm free.
You like Lee Greenwood?
Yes, I do. I love that song. I always sing that song around this time of year. And I gladly stand up next to you and say,
I just one quick question, a quick aside before we look at the table. Did you watch the debate?
Yes, I did.
Do you have a thumbnail of your analysis of it?
I thought they were both great.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Rob. So let's see. Remote 1.
Yeah. Now, do
Remote
they have any
2.
writing on them, or are they just
Yes,
buttons?
they're labeled. They're labeled with the duct tape.
Okay, and what does the duct tape say?
One says remote 1.
Yes.
The other one says remote 2.
Yeah.
And the other one right here says main TRIGG.
Oh, trigger.
Yeah, but the duct tape is
Yeah, it's smeared, I'm sure.
the duct tape is covering the switch over here. Let me
Well, why
just
don't you
get that
move
over
it?
here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that right now. Oh no!
Charlie, what?
Jesus! Oh my God! My God!
Are you okay?
My God! My God! No! No! Ah!
Are you okay?
Put it up! That was quick.
That was quick.
Yeah.
So that was the main trigger. The other two.
Hold on, it's not
Wait a
out
second.
yet. Oh!
Oh, listen.
Wow! Oh wow!
Are they coming out of the tube?
Coming out of the tubes. That's round up. I am so fired. So fired. Help me. Lincoln in America. Oh no! Now they're all going. Oh God! Oh God! Okay.
Oh!
Jesus! Ow! 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 Ow!
Oh, watch out for those repeaters.
Oh God! Oh God! No! 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 Ow! 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 They're dancing around my feet. Oh! Sting! It stings! It stings! It
Watch
stings!
out for the snakes.
Oh no! Oh God! Oh, I think it's done. I think
No,
it's
it's
done.
not done.
Oh man! Oh! Oh God! Oh! Ow!
Must-
Ow! It's still going off. I don't know how to stop it, Rob.
It must be
I don't
kind of
know how to
smoky
stop
in
the
there.
fireworks.
Try not to breathe too much.
Now I'll do the coughing. Oh, help! Help! Oh, I wanted to stop. I wanted to stop. It won't stop.
I think you must have hit the main trigger, and that's what.
Oh, they're gone. They're all gone. I'm so
Just
covered with smoke.
You're covered in smoke, soot, ash.
Oh, help me, Rob.
Does it at least look pretty? Does it look
I guess
pretty?
it just
I guess they're done.
Oh my
So
God.
was it at least pretty, Charlie?
Pretty scary is what it was. There's only one. This looks like it's a round drum. I don't know
Really?
what this thing is.
Okay, well, does it have a button?
Yeah, it says "Do not touch."
Well, maybe.
It says "Do not touch."
So,
There it is.
so Charlie, thank you for your time. What time do the fireworks start tomorrow?
They don't.
And there he goes. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Oh, we can actually do this as a scene set.
Hey, this is Luke Bryan wishing you a very happy 4th of July.
Mike, you're back. You wouldn't
Seamless.
believe how fast those fireworks stopped.
Absolutely. It just sort of ended very, very quickly. Yes, it wouldn't be the 4th if Charlie wasn't in the fireworks factory, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, my voice is a little hoarse. I don't know why.
He always has a job here. I'm glad that he's back up on the East Coast where he belongs. He never did well at the Suez Canal.
Welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show. Yeah, that's quality shtick. What did you say the mall was that you were calling? Or the
Iverson
Our
Mall.
Lady of Jesus.
Oh, no, that's actually canon. He was with Matthew at Our Lady of the Worthless Miracle. He started a mulch fire.
Very nice.
I don't want to get too graphic, but Matthew was at the top of the steps.
Yeah, it was sad. It
was
sad.
very
And,
sad.
he survived. Welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say thank you to everybody that has viewed the little Talk to Me Tuesday last night that we had.
Did you enjoy
for
yourself?
The show. Yeah, I did. I mean, it was fun to, everybody wanted me to go into the garage, and I finally decided to go ahead and do it, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
Oh, look
Here's
at that.
a little screenshot from the garage. Look at all that pipe.
Lot of pipe.
Laying pipe.
That's fantastic. What are you drinking?
That is a Fisher's Island lemonade.
Oh,
which
I remember
popped
you
open
sent
last
me
night.
on a goose chase for that. Not necessarily a wild one, but a goose chase, and I
Very
couldn't find
expensive.
it up here. Yeah,
Very,
I was
very
gonna buy it for
expensive.
you.
Yeah, so it was, it was interesting, and we had a very, very good turnout for that, and we'll continue. Who's next on the docket? Who's going to be next
It'll
Tuesday?
be me on
Okay.
Tuesday, the 9th of July. Did you enjoy having a co-host? Because I didn't. I don't envision myself having a co-host.
You mean Carla being
Yeah,
the
your camera lady.
photographer? I mean, it was just like it was a fire drill this morning. I'll be honest with you. I'll pull back the curtain a little bit.
Thank you. Well, you can put all that curtain on those pipes.
We normally, I still haven't gotten one offer yet.
No
on
scrap
that.
metal dealer has called you?
I think there's a scrap metal dealer, and in fact, it's Fort Myers, it's Florida, and I think there's a scrap metal dealership in every town. So I hear something in the background.
Do you have your mic still keyed?
Oh, I do. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Thank
That's
you.
all right.
That's
I
what
was
it
thinking you could use those pipes to launch fireworks.
That'd be a lot of. Well, you
Oh,
know, what
that'd
you
be
do
Lay
use
them all
that.
out, you could do a whole display.
You do that. There was a time when we shot him off up in Maine, and didn't Oscar have a big tube, or Teddy had a big tube that
Yeah.
he shot out into the water?
Well,
and,
the fireworks come with a tube that is appropriate to the size of the firework, because
Okay.
what you do is you have a mortar, maybe the size of a golf ball,
Right.
with a fuse. You light the fuse and then you drop it, and when it explodes, that's what makes it shoot. I did the same thing with a potato when I was a kid.
Yeah, the potato gun.
Well, yeah, but I used a firecracker.
Okay. Have you ever used a real potato gun?
No, I don't buy anything from Sky Mall.
They were this was not. This was a homemade potato gun
We
that
built
you used
those
with
in
a
like
butane
middle
lamp.
school.
Middle
That
school
was
would
like a
be
middle
the
school project for me.
And there was a time, probably when you were in middle school, where we as grown-ups and golfing buddies of mine back in Virginia, I know I went to somebody's house
Oh, no.
and we were shooting potatoes at golf carts. We were not that
That
were
would
being
hurt.
driven by our friends. It was fun. It was big fun. And you take the long PVC tube, and then you use a little butane, and then put a match to it, and it thumps the thing out, and big fun. But I wanted to say
You're
something
looking for
first.
trouble with that, because anytime you got explosives in a tube, we used to have, because I come from bumpkins and rednecks, as Mike will tell you, that we actually had a clothesline in the backyard for a long time. It went back to before my family had a dryer, but then there were certain things they liked to dry on a clothesline because it smells nice. Well, the clothesline was supported on two T-shaped pieces of pipe with a hole in it to draw the string through so you could tie it. Bees loved getting into those holes and making a nest.
So you didn't have like a wooden post?
We had
for
a
your
wooden
clothesline?
post in the middle to support it, but the sides were actually pieces of pipe that were designed to be clothesline holders.
And it looked beautiful.
Well, it was way in the backyard, not visible from the street, and in the 1940s they had no dryer, so what you going to do?
Was
But-
it really the 1940s that after that? I guess it sounds like a 50s item. That
Well, they had it into it. You know what? They used to love to dry sheets on it because it smelled nice. But then when allergies got bad, Carrie did it for me once, and I put my head on a pillowcase that had been dried outside, and I nearly went into shock because it was like all of the pollen had sucked into the pillowcase, and I buried my nose in it. But anyway.
It was a simpler time, wasn't it?
It
Rob?
was, yes. And I hope we get back to that time sometime soon. But with the bees and the clothesline metal pole, imagine, if you would, a sealed T-shaped pole with 2 small holes in it, and it was full of bees. And my grandfather, Big Daddy, loved to kill bees with gasoline. And so what he did is he poured, I remember it so clearly, he took a Maxwell House can, a coffee can, and bent it so it had like a funnel side, like a pouring spout.
Okay,
And carefully
I know what you're
poured
talking about.
gasoline into the hole. And about this time, I realized what he was building was a pipe bomb.
Yeah, because he's pouring it into an enclosed tube.
Yeah. Now, this is not a big deal if you're killing yellow jackets that have a hole in the ground. Because
I
it's
wish
just
I
the
was
ground.
there when he did that. I really
And it's
do,
starting to
listening
come
this
to me,
story.
and he pulls out a big box of Strike Anywhere matches, because, again, it's might as well be 1910.
Explain. There are people that might not know what you're talking about, where you can like light them on a brick, you can light them on a
anything
stone,
that's coarse.
you can light them on your boot.
Yeah, you could. They're usually a wooden match
Yeah.
with red sulfur and a white tip.
Great matches.
That's what I buy. That's what I still have in my home.
Of course you do.
Well,
For what? To what end? For what purpose?
lighting a candle.
Right, probably in the same drawer as those firecrackers.
No. Down here, I just have a box of rosebud matches.
There they are.
They're
That's
just
wonderful.
simple.
He's
But
a hoarder, ladies and gentlemen. He's
I
a
also
controlled
have-
hoarder.
If you want paper matches, these are classic Safeway matches. The
very
kind that when
nice.
people smoked, you could go to a.
All right, continue with your
Okay.
story, please.
So he lit it, and he looked at me and he smiled. And I don't know if he knew what he was doing, pipe bomb-ish or not, but there was like a small pause, and then not a sound of fire, but a sound of wind. And out of each hole on either side of the pipe shot fire about 3 feet. It looked like 2 lightsabers coming
Did it
out.
shoot bees out too?
That came later. After the fire dissipated a little bit.
Were they
from shooting-
dead or were they pissed?
Well, they were crawling out and then falling because they were dead. But I did see flaming bees just sort of crawl out and fall and fall and fall.
So
And
it
then-
worked.
It worked, but I think we put ourselves in danger. And I said, you just built a pipe bomb. And he looked at me, he said, listen to them pop. That was his comment about the bees.
That's son of your days, right?
God,
Son of your days in
I
Rob's
can't tell you
backyard.
what I had for dinner last night, but I remember that as clear as day.
That's
but
exciting.
I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
The thing I wanted to say, and I say this usually on most holiday weekends, is, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, be careful out there. Everything goes without saying about fireworks and the danger. I'm not here to tell you about that. You know that.
Right.
Anybody with a pulse knows that. What I'm going to tell you about is even starting today, the highways and byways. I just took my kid down to baseball camp. And and he said something that kind of pissed me off on the way to the camp. He said, "Dad, you're just dropping me off instead of Mom because you want to meet Johan Santana." I said, "No, honey, I'm not even going to get out of the car if you don't want me to." And he did.
Did he used to
ultimately.
work with us?
That's another one.
Oh, okay.
That's another one.
I get confused. I'm old.
But he's a coach down there, or he's showing up to for the kids. And so,
So
what I want.
You gave Michael a business card? Said, hey, come on. Come on my dad's podcast.
Love to have him anytime he wants to come on there. Any guy with that kind of track record. How many Cy Young Award winners do you get to talk to, right, Josh? How many Cy Youngs do you get to
There's
talk
not
to?
many.
Not many out there.
I think I've only spoken to 4.
Okay. I have to say, there he is, mocking sports. Absolutely. Any
Cy Young-
opportunity to mock
Mike,
sports.
Cy Young was a wonderful baseball participant.
What
and
is the Cy Young Award, Rob?
It is given to the pitcher, the best pitcher of the year. Yes, was Cy Young a pitcher?
Yeah, you're good. You got it.
You're good. You covered it. So the point being, even starting now,
Yes.
that I notice it.
Oh, we must still have the mic on. The annex.
And it fades right out. Anyway, I wanted to say this, that because we have slowly, steadily evolved into a nation of toddlers, that I am very acutely aware of this, that close to, especially before a holiday weekend, remember, we are all toddlers now.
Yeah.
So holidays with childlike things, and believe it or not, back in the day, fireworks were for the kids. You
Yeah.
had them. Yeah, adults liked them too, but it was really kind of let's bring the kids to see the big boom boom. Now it's just evolved into every neighborhood has the guys in the backyard with the pyrotechnics. That's what I'm not even including that.
And
what
it
I'm
starts
talking about
on June 30th. It's a week for them. Yeah.
Yeah. We are less involved down here around the neighborhood surrounding our community at July 4th, believe it or not, than we are New Year's with the ramp up. Maybe because it's Florida and they all start
It's
shooting
so
them off
hot.
earlier.
So hot.
But
out there.
once again, take the fireworks out of the equation. Everybody knows they're dangerous. I'm talking about the highways and byways prior to any holiday. We get excited. And you're going to get people that are wanting to get to work quicker, get away from work quicker, get to the destinations for fun that they want, get to their weekend getaways, and people are driving. And I'm fresh off a massive collision on a major interstate. So maybe I'm hypersensitive to this.
But you survived. Bless your heart. You were lucky. You were lucky.
Why are you applauding my car?
Because you survived it.
Anyway, as I was saying, the you have to be aware of the toddlers who are driving, and they're out already. I noticed them already. It's people that are cutting other people off, and they're probably going to get their hot dogs or whatever the hell it is. That's my warning.
This
to you.
morning on the Channel 5 Morning News, which is my channel of choice, the traffic lady, Annie Mae, said, well, as you can see, no backup at the Bay Bridge right now, so you better get there as fast as you can. And that's just, I mean, we don't need major media telling people.
No, the hype machine
to
exists
hurry
in
up.
every major
Of course.
city.
Yeah.
That's what it is, and we just it is what we. And some might say that I hate America when I warn of a nation of toddlers, but I just have noticed it over the years that it happens
You
like that.
say it
I love
because you
fireworks
love
as much as
America.
the next guy. I
Like,
love America. I
The
do.
reason you say we're toddlers is because you know we can do better. You love this country more than most people.
Oh, thank you, Rob. I am a true patriot.
You are.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you don't hate America like Josh.
I I'm thinking about acquiring a golf bag with an American flag on it.
That
Not
would be
the
good.
overdone one, just a simple American flag stitched on the upper flap.
Mm-hmm.
And I like decorations.
That debate
on the
really
upper.
changed you.
It did. It did indeed. It really, really did. There you go. They like to say that, you see. Let me explain.
They.
That's why I can refer to Josh as they.
Yeah.
They like
That's
to
his
say
pronoun. You're right.
that. The only real altercation I have gotten in the last 6 months with somebody that disagrees with me politically was somebody who saw my Groove Life Old Glory belt buckle
Yeah,
with the American flag, and the guy said, "That's an oxymoron." And it just sent me into a absolute
okay,
miniature
even
rage
if
because they think that we are not capable of being patriotic.
Oh, so you were the oxymoron, the fact that you were displaying
that
a
the
flag?
fact that I was wearing a flag belt buckle.
Wow.
Proudly wearing a flag. I love the Old Glory. I love the red, white, and blue. I love my country. Stop it. You don't own that just because you have more hats.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. Come on now, damn it. That's it.
I have a flag at my house, but I only fly one with 48 stars because I don't recognize Hawaii and Alaska. I
Rob
want America to
Spiewak,
be continental.
old school. He flies it right in back of the clothesline. That's what he does. So please, from the bottom of my heart, this weekend, I implore you not to, I'm not going to tell you how to drive. I'm going to say beware of the excited toddler mentality as everybody wants to get to their destination quickly. It begins today.
Yeah.
It probably began yesterday, and people will be out there, and major interstates in particular. You got to be.
I'd like to offer some advice for people in the D.C. area. If you are headed to the Eastern Shore area, if you can, just to sort of moderate things, please leave today at 4 o'clock and come back Sunday evening. That way, the traffic will be nice and spread out.
Leave at 4.
For today.
And come back 5:30, 6 o'clock on Sunday.
Yes, exactly.
That'll be the quickest, most efficient way in whatever city you're in
Yeah.
to get there. And
You got to come
take
back
care.
Sunday night.
I want to throw in this that on Monday's show we will have a major announcement, and I find that the speculation as to what the announcement will be, a lot of guessers out there, a lot of people that put out polls and do that, and then there are the snarks, and
I know,
really, it's what we do, folks. We are just. All we are doing here is trying to provide you with what you have come to know and love, and we do it to the best of our knowledge. And when you snark us to death on the simple way that we run this business, I want to reach into the computer. I want to grab people by the throats and just say "F you," and but I don't.
No,
I don't drive to their homes.
They need to use their energy for positive.
They do.
Because you know what? The fact that they're taking the time to be snarky,
yes.
and we're fairly snarky ourselves at times, so
we are cynics. We are
I
cynics.
know what audience we draw, but be positive about it. Be happy.
There are things that I absolutely relish online, and then there are things that I just can never get used to, and I am affected by it. And it just there is a cottage industry. And I've always believed this, and I can mention this to Josh, too. Josh, I've always believed we are simply too small to generate as much hate sometimes as we do. I've always felt that way, but it is
I
what it
think
is.
the haters have followed you.
I think they have, yes.
Yeah.
I think they have.
We have a lineage of hatred. We can't
do.
shake that. We cannot shake it. I mean, me, actually, tried to alienate the entire capital of one of the biggest states in America. And they would relish it. They'd eat it up.
Sacramento people?
Yes, the capital of California.
We found back in the day when we took a lot of phone calls that there was a certain level of mean in the Sacramento region that they liked a particular kind of show that we would do, and they liked it when there was controversy and when there was argument. That's what they enjoyed the most, and that's why when we went to the Sacramento Valley Amphitheater and stood on stage, the first 8 rows just put their middle fingers up. And speaking of middle fingers, I'm going to.
Yeah, I remember that. It was almost as if they had planned it.
Middle fingers, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do a slow zoom here.
Thank you.
And put the camera down. And I'm going to. I received this in the mail. I don't know where it came from. I don't know if it's a new client. I don't know if it was a birthday present. I was unable to acknowledge this, but I wore this shirt to drop off.
Okay.
And as you zoom in on this shirt, you will notice that
It's a lovely blue pattern. I can't make out the pattern yet.
I'm going to go for the shoulder here a little bit.
Okay.
Going to get a little closer.
It's not a padded shoulder, just a genuine.
This is the design, and as you get closer and closer to the design,
is it a middle finger?
It is.
It's a million middle fingers.
Wow.
There it is. Look at that. I can get
that. Is so subtle. I'm not sure I would have ever picked it up. That's magnificent.
Don't you love that?
I do.
Isn't that kind of cute?
That should be your screensaver right there.
Let me move it over to what the logo is. I don't even know what the brand name is. Hold on a second.
Hecht Company?
No. It's not
Woodward and Lothrop?
Hold on.
Does it have a brand name?
Rob,
the button's got some letters on it.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
All right. Let me zoom in on that. I don't even know what it is.
What's it looks like a golfer in silhouette.
That's all I got. That's as far as I can zoom.
Okay.
So there it is. So
I can read it from here, Mike. It says Greg Norman.
Do you know do you know anything about this, Josh? Do you know anything about this at all?
It's made by the Bogey Bros or Brothers, BROS.
Okay.
And that's as far as I know.
Okay.
You can get it in many colors.
We don't know whether there is a
don't know who sent
person
it to you.
out there, but I have to do a better job of when I receive things, trying to find the note that might be in the
don't
package.
Throw the card out.
So if you
not your
could
style,
reach out,
babe. You love ripping into a package and throwing away the card.
That's right, Rob. Because I'm just a completely out of control, undisciplined person, and I tear it open.
But you love America, Mike. That's what counts.
I don't know where it came from. So sometimes that happens, and during birthday season, you have to be very aware,
especially during birthday season.
So
it's a product of the Bogey Brothers.
I think all those snarky people, maybe this November you can throw them overboard.
Oh, a clue.
Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, I like that idea. Oh, by the way, this shirt, I do not have. I am such a wimp that I don't think I would wear this in regular golf competition.
Oh, I don't think anyone would notice.
No,
I don't think
guarantee
they
you
would
no one
notice either. But it's these patterns are always the same way. They're very small, and that's what makes it kind of fun. And I dropped my kid off wearing it today, and I was walking by his school's head baseball coach, and he didn't notice, so that's fine.
I can only imagine a few years ago if you had worn it when you were introducing George Herbert Walker Bush on the course.
Probably wouldn't have worked that well. I wonder how much I weighed when I did that. I'm trying to think back in those days. I probably weigh less now, but I'm in a holding pattern, and I'm looking for the final. I've been looking for the final 25 to 30 for a long time now, and I just want to get there. That's what I'm excited about.
It's hard.
That's what
and
I'm
it's,
excited
I'll tell you this, as someone who's done it a lot, it's no trick to lose the weight. The hard part is keeping steady. You're either gaining or losing, gaining or losing, gaining or losing. And if you can figure out a way to stay steady, God bless you. That's fantastic.
Last night on the Magic Box, very excited in the O'Mara household because for the first time ever, for football fans, you're going to dig this, Hard Knocks, the NFL, it's the off season, and they did the New York Giants. And it was
First time
behind
in
the
Giants
scenes.
camp?
All Giants all the time, first
Wow.
time, and I was very, very excited about it. However, I didn't realize, I don't know if they do this for all the Hard Knocks. I didn't realize they go as far back as like free agent time and the draft and all that, which is what they're doing right now. I like it when they get to training camp, and that's what it's all about. And I think they will go all summer now, leading up to the exhibition season with the New York Giants, and I am so excited to see what's going on. Now if you watch, yes, go ahead, John.
It must be new where they're adding the draft and everything because
that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Knocks.
But I've never really, I've never been so dedicated that I watch it this early.
Yeah, it's weird because the first episode starts at Wellington Mara's funeral, and they move forward from there.
Generally, the first episode is everyone arriving at.
Look at how
training camp.
pleased he is with himself. Look at how
just moving past
absolutely delighted he is with himself today.
It's generally the first week of training camp. Everyone's showing up, so it normally doesn't come out until a week or so after training camp starts.
And
So
this is
what do they do
the war
for the
room.
next month?
Exactly. I think they're going to be doing another, they're going to the combine, and then they're getting ready. I think the next one's going to be the draft where they do this. And
Sounds to me like they're lengthening the season so they have more episodes.
I think you might be absolutely right. They're doing it with New York,
Yeah, and the whole Hard Knocks is expanding because they're doing some type of mid-season Hard Knocks with the AFC North starting in December.
So
the ratings fall under that.
It's gotten rating success because it's associated with the the ratings juggernaut known as the NFL. I will tell you this, that seeing all of this lead up to the draft and free agency and behind the scenes with the Giants guys, two things came out of this. A, I'm very fond of the general manager, Joe Shane. I'm very fond of him. I think he's a good guy. I like his style. It's like he's smart. He comes across as really smart. The other thing I noticed is when they're all in the war room together, I feel like maybe there might be, and I know I'm wrong, there might be a small chance they have no clue as to what's going on. So it makes me a little...
So it doesn't give you confidence?
No. It does not give me confidence. It does not give me one single bit of confidence at all when there are 50 people in a room and they're all kind of looking dumb at the same time.
The Hard Knocks show, that's a product of NFL Films, right?
I don't know. I am not sure. But
whenever they choose the team,
It is.
So when they choose the team, don't you think they would try to choose a team that they think is going to have a dynamic season? Because then they've documented it?
No.
No, they do.
Of course they try to put the best team on the field.
So there you go, Mike.
What
kind of question is that? What kind of question is that?
It's a question from a big, fat, non-sports fan. That's what it is.
Who's trying to participate but doesn't know how in this subject. Of course they're going to try to put the best field
So I'm just
team
saying
on the
that
field.
It's a counterpoint to the fact that you think that they're doomed.
No, I don't. I think that they're trying, but the look on some of the vacant look on some of the people in the scouting room gave me cause for concern. And then when they showed Danny Dimes rehabbing his knee, and he had the same stupid stare that I watch all season long. I am not filled with confidence yet. Now, there's a lot to go.
Are you
and we're
willing
see
to
it
make a prediction? I think they'll play 17 regular season games.
I predict no. I don't want to give a negative prediction. I don't want to give a negative prediction. I think that the Giants are in for one more year of significant struggle.
Struggling.
But see, I don't know. It's making me depressed just even thinking about this. But no, they try. They're trying. It's early. We'll see what happens. It's fun to watch my team. That's the point I wanted to say. It's fun to watch my team.
You are the most pessimistic person on God's
when it comes
earth.
to the New York Giants, I'm a classic New York Giants fan. We're fatalistic. Most NFL fans are fatalistic. You always think the worst. That's just the way fans are in the NFL. Maybe a little more optimistic in baseball, but not so much. Not so much.
You're
the
worse
Red Sox
about
fans.
you're worse about baseball than you are football.
Yeah, this is true. But it's fun to watch, and the anticipation and filled with hope. That's the whole thing. But the hope was a little diminished last night. That's the only point I wanted to make.
Simpletons.
And, I urge people to watch the same show because certainly they need the ratings hype from this. And check them out, the New York Giants, Hard Knocks, Inside the Locker
Do
Room.
you think if a lot of people watch this show that the NFL will have a good year ratings-wise?
Yes, they will, Robs.
Or
Go ahead,
they'll be
Josh.
burned out on football because they're starting at July 1st.
Yeah,
but
I get it. I understand.
Baseball is trying to do the same thing this year, and they partnered with Netflix, who's been following the Boston Red Sox all season, for a Hard Knocks style show that's supposed to come out later in the season.
Oh, so it hasn't come out yet.
It hasn't came out yet, but they've been
It
following
hasn't come
them and
out
filming.
yet. Okay, the thing is, sorry, I do that with Josh.
The press release on the Red Sox show is that it's going to hit Netflix as soon as the Red Sox are statistically eliminated.
All right, I am done with the sports chat. I really am. I am done.
I love our point counterpoint when it comes to
It's
sports.
always so much fun to talk about something one person in the room could care less about. We will take a break and come back with the round table. You are listening to the Mike O'Mara Show, and this latest news bulletin: Hyattsville is no longer. We'll be right back.
Here's
everybody.
Nell with some thoughts on the TMOS Shopping Center.
Ellen May, listen, Ellen May, going to tie in the wind.
Yes, shop through Target and Walmart through the Shopping Center tab at MikeO'MaraShow.com. The proceeds keep that comedy train chugging.
He lit my sky, it's on the car, Miss Chickapee.
You'll be glad you did.
Oh, thank you, Jim. Thanks, Jim Amato. Summertime is hot time sweating. Carly informed me, and here they are right now, the packets of Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier Sugar-Free. I am enjoying that today. I'm enjoying my lemon lime. Carla wanted me to make sure that I mentioned that there is a new flavor. There is a new, it's Bomb Pop. I think that's one of their flavors. But there's a new sugar-free flavor as well. And I think it's sorbet or multi. I'm not sure. Carla, I'm sorry, I've blown it. I didn't remember what you said. But it's liquid. I want to try it. They used to get them to us in
we're
advance.
due for another one. I'm going to reach out to them. They're a lovely client. They love us.
They're one of my favorite
them.
clients, and they know how much we love their product. And but I'm well stocked up with my peach and my sugar-free lemon lime. But rehydration is the key. In the weather down here, when it's 97 degrees, you need Liquid IV. Electrolyte drink mix. Put it into 16 ounces of water and hydrate. Get the benefits of electrolytes, essential vitamins, nutrients, 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink. It's just a single stick, and it's all in there. It's clear why Liquid IV is the #1 powdered hydration brand in America. Everybody knows about it now. It's a zero-sugar hydration solution with no artificial sweeteners, clinically tested to hydrate more than water alone. And I love it. I do. I take it to the fireworks display for America's 248th birthday. Not in Hyattsville, though.
No, it's done. Done.
Tear Pour, Live More. 1 stick plus 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. Turn your ordinary water into extraordinary hydration with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use our code TMOS at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code TMOS at liquidiv.com, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. News. This is the latest news, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, Mike,
yes.
real quick, before
Yes.
we get to your news, breaking news, Shannon Fisher sent you that shirt.
Shannon who?
Fisher.
Shannon, thank you. I love it. It fits, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm wearing it, and nobody knows that I'm flipping them off. What's not to like? I think it's fantastic.
How great is that?
How great is that, really? What if I told you that the brainworm wasn't the weirdest or grossest thing about Robert F. Kennedy Jr.?
I would first say that you better have something big to back it up. And I would also say I must remind people again, I think the weirdest thing about RFK, he's married to Cheryl Hines from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Very
I can't
strange.
wrap my head around that.
You know what? I have trouble with that, too, and I'm not even a big Curb fan. Back in 2010, on a trip to Korea, Kennedy may have eaten barbecued dog.
Junior.
A picture has surfaced of RFK posing with and pretending to take a bite out of an animal skeleton that's been picked pretty clean. According to Vanity Fair, he sent that picture to a friend and urged them to try it for themselves. There we go.
Oh, God, no. And it's like a big dog. It's like a Labrador-sized dog. No, that's horrible.
There he is. Yeah. That's then when he visited Korea. Technically, it's not clear whether the animal is a dog. Can we take a quick pick one more time at that? Just a little peek to see if it does look like a dog. Vanity Fair consulted a veterinarian who said it most likely was due to the shape of its ribs. I guess we don't need to look at the dog again.
I've got it right here.
Put it up. But
they
please
said-
know
they
that
said
it's
the ribs.
upsetting to some people.
Ribs. Yeah, that's nasty.
Well, the ribs are the best part.
Oh, stop it. Come on. Stop. You are Holiday Rob today like you've never been before.
Oh, shush.
You
I'm the
are,
same-
I
I'm
swear to
more
that
the
is
same
nasty. All right, take
than
the
I've ever
picture
been.
down.
Yes.
Take the picture down, please. Nicholas Coughlin from Bridgerton. Do either one of you guys watch Bridgerton? I don't watch it at all.
It skews
No.
in a way that I don't care for.
Now,
It's
in what way?
It's all good-looking men. It's all for women, I feel. When I watched it, I felt it was very women-driven.
It is a deliciously candy-coated minx. That's the lady Nicola. And her character, Penelope Featherington, is in a relationship with the equally sexy but much thinner Colin Bridgerton. And I don't know. I know very little about this, but I know the show is hot, and that's why I'm sharing it with you.
Mm-hmm.
It has raised a lot of discussion about mixed weight relationships. Even Forbes wrote an article titled, "Are We Still Not Ready for a Mixed Weight Romance on Screen?" Something else that we need to make a deal about? Are you kidding me?
Mike, you and I are both really, really qualified to comment on mixed weight relationships.
It has raised a lot of discussion about it, and while they meant well, the people at Bridgerton,
Yeah.
it's still upset a lot of people.
Why?
The F is upset? Well, because the fact is there have been mixed weight relationships on TV for decades, but for some reason we've
There's the
never
couple.
had this discussion. Okay, I get it. She's Zoftic and he's slender.
Yeah, she's Rubenesque and he's a rat face.
Rubenesque. Let's see.
But I mean, no one was upset when it goes the other direction, like the King of Queens
No,
or the
that's the
Honeymooners
point they're trying
or
to
the
make.
Flintstones.
By the way, when you're talking about mixed weight TV couples, Flintstones, Honeymooners, King of Queens, Kevin Can Wait, The Simpsons, Family Guy, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Bob Hart's Abishola,
Yes.
and Family Matters. All of them
Yeah.
have that. So it's not a thing. People are wondering why this Bridgerton relationship is such a new and novel thing. It's not. You're just trying to make a thing where there's not a thing. One person tweeted, quote, "Every day There's a brand new way introduced to women that makes them feel bad about their perfectly fine bodies and their perfectly acceptable. You know what makes them feel bad? Tweets like that don't even need to be put out there, in my humble opinion.
Take a big breath, and do you smell just a little Tom Hanks here?
That they're trying to hype the show Bridgerton?
Yeah. This is all based from Bridgerton. Joe Bridgerton sent that text.
Somebody said, remember, it's only a mixed weight relationship when the woman is fat. No. Fat men are still lovable. Fat women can be lovable, too. I mean, come on. We all go hot and cold on
Roseanne
stuff like this,
and Tom Arnold at a certain aspect.
Bingo.
There you go.
Roseanne and Dan Connor. No, they were both fat.
No.
This is really a weird story. Leslie Jones is a bit of a germaphobe. And very funny, in my opinion.
So
she's a germaphobe, but her pool habits are very odd. She's really strict about who gets in her pool. Before anyone does, they have to sign something. Presumably some sort of code of conduct. I don't believe this. On the Howie Mandel Does Stuff podcast, Leslie explained that she keeps her water at 104 degrees.
That's like soup.
That's hotter than I keep a hot tub when I hop in it.
Yeah.
That's 4 degrees hotter, 5 degrees hotter than I keep the hot level of my hot tub.
That's too hot in the hot tub, as James Brown would say.
It's certainly too hot in the regular pool. People don't necessarily know how their various orifices will react to that temperature or what might be released. I get that. If you are, if bladder is a full and you jump into a 104-degree pool, you might have an issue. She makes everyone shower and go to the bathroom before they get in. If you do... Yeah.
If you go in and you haven't voided your bowels, you might release.
Bowels?
Due to the heat. You never can tell how it's
What, shit in the pool?
It could happen. It could happen.
It's a baby Ruth. If you do pee in her pool, you're out. Not just out of the pool. Quote, I tell them, if you pee in my pool, that means you will pee in my life. And even if you try to sneak a pee, she'll know. Quote, they have that look on their face.
Yeah.
Every time I go to a pool, I could tell where somebody is peeing. It's a dead look.
Yeah.
That's the funniest part of it.
I got accused of peeing in the pool last year, and I really couldn't defend myself because I was actually standing on the side of the pool when I did it.
There. He throws a few that sees what sticks to the wall, and then we get one. Thank you, Rob. If I am buying you a wedding gift, I'm expecting a little something in return, like, the open bar.
Yeah, the
maybe
reception.
A slice of cake, maybe a decent little meal that I'm going to get there. A couple's wedding invitation is all over social media because it's really a non-invite. They sent out an announcement to let people know they're having a private ceremony and they're not invited. It said they'd like you to join them in spirit, but they misspelled spirit as spurt.
Well, maybe they weren't. Maybe that isn't a misspelling. Maybe it's more about the honeymoon.
People are calling it tacky and a total gift grab. Like, hey, you're not invited, but could you buy us a blender anyway? Their wedding, March 8th, 2025, so they're certainly getting a jump on it.
That's my birthday.
Experts, the really official
The official beginning of birthday season, March 8th.
Experts say intimate weddings could be a big trend over the next few years as people try to rein in spending. And I think if you're going to I had a small ceremony with Carla, and I didn't send anything out.
One of yours was small, one of yours was medium, and one of them was really big.
Yeah. The medium one was the first one. The big one was the second one, and the smallest is the one that's lasted the longest, and hopefully will continue if I'm not last minute sent to drop my kid
wondering
off.
if the way to handle that is to wait until after the marriage and send out announcements.
No, I think that what you do is what we did, where we are having a small, it's people you talk to, because it might come out, where's your wedding? I said, we're having a small thing, just the family.
Yeah.
But if you put that out there and spend the money on invitations, it is a gift grab. You're letting people know we're having that.
After the fact, though.
After the fact, it wouldn't matter.
I would think the classy way to handle
that's
it would
eloping,
be
Rob. That's called eloping.
No. You can tell people about the wedding, and you're not hiding it. But like your Aunt Doris that lives in New Jersey, who's not going to hear about it, you send her an announcement after you're married, kind of like
I
a
don't
graduation
think you have to
announcement.
send anything out. I
No,
really
you do.
don't.
You send it afterwards, and you send it with here's our new address for our new family.
Perfect.
So they
And then
can
you
send the
that out
gifts.
so they can send the gifts, and you
Yeah.
don't ask for gifts, but then they show up.
Well, I don't like any of those ideas. I think just go to Mexico and get it done quickly. Divorce and wedding.
I like how you're always taking notes for the next wedding to make sure you do it right.
I think we're going to be fine. Remember, that's think. Meeting the parents or hard launching on social media, like you're in a relationship, no longer the hallmark of getting serious in a relationship. In the digital age, the relationship isn't official until you save their number in your phone. Now, it has been a long time since I've been anywhere near this world that we live in right now. I mean, we are in a world where the Hawk Tuah girl has gone completely viral. I don't. If you think I track with that, I don't. But that's what we are. Until then, singles keep their love interests and anonymous phone number in a sea of texts from friends, family, and the like. Once you put in a name and a number, and it's in your phone and all of that, it's kind of permanent, according to this lady, and I put her in here because of the name, Shy Martin. She's or it might be Shay Martin. She's an electrician in I'm sorry, it's a dude. It's Shay. Shay is a dude. What's with these people named Shay? I don't understand it.
Does he work in a spring factory?
He's 34, and he was interviewed by the Wall Street Journal because they thought it was worth it about the phenom. His fiance, another weird name person, 38-year-old content creator Keisha Peart. She used to only save her dates by the first name, although seeing multiple Matts muddied the waters after a failed date with one of the Matts she didn't get along with.
This is all BS, and I'll tell you why. Maybe it's just me, but anytime I get a phone number or a call from anyone that I might need to call back, I immediately save their phone number. It's not like a space issue. It's just a matter of convenience, and then you have it.
So you save everybody?
Everybody.
Yeah, I do too. But it's an age thing.
And I think it's a producer thing too.
Well, and when these younger people are going and picking up girls, they don't ask for their phone number. They're asking for their Snapchat name.
Okay.
So the communication all takes place on social media, and then the transition to a phone number is when it gets serious.
Yeah,
well, as a
because
general
no one
rule
calls
of thumb.
anybody, yeah.
What?
Nobody calls anybody anymore.
As a general rule of thumb, the Gen Zer refuses to save a number into her phone before a third date. In Rob's case, he became official with Carrie after he dragged her into his cave by her hair. Thank you. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's totally up to Rob Spiewak. It's the 80% challenge or it's fake Ozempic. Your dealer's choice.
I think we got to go with the 80% challenge because it's fun.
The 80% challenge coming up on your pre-4th of July extravaganza right here on the Mike O'Mara Show. Everybody! We got the hats. This is my favorite color, believe it or not. I love this hat. This is the TMOS beach hat. We love it. The hat is a much better for your trips to sun and fun. I love these caps. They really are wonderful. By popular demand, we now have an extremely limited run of the brand new TMOS Summer Cap. It's the ultimate accessory for fans who want to show their support while staying cool. Available in vibrant red, crisp white, classic light blue, or sleek black.
There was a little Shatner in there. Can you do the colors again as Shatner?
Okay, here they are, ladies and gentlemen. Available in vibrant red, crisp white, classic light blue, or sleek black. Anyway, they're all there. They're there for you, ladies and gentlemen, keeping you comfortable no matter how hot it gets and staying out of that pesky sun. Now, just in time for America's 248th birthday, introducing the Bob Spiewak Water Carnival T-shirt. That's right. We really do have these. Grab one and relive your golden days on the Seaside Heights Boardwalk and all the soggy fun you had. Pork roll, diving horses, hurry up and support and the guy with no legs that just wheeled down the boardwalk on a board.
He lived, Mike. He lived through the courtesy of others.
Every purchase keeps the laughs coming. TMOSstore.com, the source for all things TMOS. Official, authentic, and awesome. Thank you for your support. And remember our wonderful motto, ladies and gentlemen. Rob?
E pluribus unum.
There it is. Okay, this 80% challenge.
Yes,
I know
this was
nothing
trending.
of this.
It's trending on social media, and you've heard of a humble brag, right? Where you say, oh, you know what, I'm really good at that, or something like that, where you just say something in passing that is really something that you're bragging about, but you kind of low-key it.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
love
how
to golf. I shot a 4-under the other day.
So this is not a humble brag, and this is also not saying you're the best at something, but people are trending by saying these are things that you're better than 80% of the population has. So what is something that you're not the best at, but you're better than most people?
Impressions.
I would say that. I would say that's good. I would say
I can do a voice. I have a good ear for voices. It's why I was hired back in the day, and I can usually my favorites are the ones nobody knows. That's believe it or not. If I see somebody and they've got a quirky voice, I love to do those more than anything else. But
I love when you do something obscure and then turn it into something.
Mm-hmm.
You take someone like an obscure, like a supporting player on The Sopranos, but make him be in a situation he'd never be in.
That's right, T.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right, T. Pulley walnut, T.
So some of the trending things that people say they're 80% better than most people are.
I'd love to hear this.
Picking the slowest line at a store. The slowest line. So getting into the wrong line.
That's funny. There is a guy at the Walmart here in my town. And this old guy looks like, I'm trying to think of the celebrity that he most resembles. He is almost like, who is Charles Durning? There it is. I found it.
From
Charles Durning. This guy moves slower than anyone. I am savvy enough now that if I am even in the middle of a line, I will get out of it if I see him at the checkout counter.
I have pretty much given up being frustrated with checkers because I used to be really good at it.
Right.
I don't let them bag my groceries, and I've given up because there's no people out there that really care. People
so do you self-checkout?
I never do. Never once.
So what do you do?
I just swallow it and take it.
Okay. Just don't complain, right?
Right. But I mean, the matter is I used to get paid a decent amount of money to check groceries. I'm not going to do it for free. Also, I'm not going to make one less job for somebody that probably
Is there
needs a
anything
job.
you consider yourself 80% better than most at?
I would say doing math in my head.
No, there's millions of people.
I
that
just
got
to be better than I just got to be in the top 20%. I think I'm in the top 20% of that.
You really do.
Yeah. Like
what is 475 times 300?
That would be 1,200 and.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. No, hold on, Mike.
No,
Give me a second.
It's taken too long. It doesn't mean you're in the 80%.
I don't think anyone in the lower 80 could do it. 425 times 300. Okay, what
It's
that is?
already
that's 40, Mike.
taken
That's
too long.
400 and that's 42,500 times 3.
I'm going to require you to find another 80% skill. But go ahead. It's your story. Go ahead, please. Take it away.
I would say I am in the top 20% of hosting podcasts. I think there's a lot of podcasts out there that are hosted by people. There's some that are probably better, but I think we both are.
I don't
genuinely
know. With the numbers that are out there, and we slay this dragon every day. What's that?
With the number of podcasts out there, we're in the top 5%.
We're in the top 5%.
Yeah, because there's a billion podcasts out there. Most of them get one download from their mom and move on.
I didn't know that. That makes me feel good. Does that make you feel good, Rob? That makes
I love
me feel
it.
good.
I love it.
That's a good
I'm
thing.
in the top 80% of having good conversations with people, making them feel included if I have to, in a real life portion of that life.
This is a window into your self-awareness, I think, to a degree. I think it's
I'm
wonderful.
in the top 20, I think, of just being able to cook. Like not follow a recipe, but go in and cook something if something needs to be cooked.
See, I mean, there's so many. I like to cook, but I think there's so many more people that are better than me. That's I wouldn't put myself.
You
in
wouldn't put yourself in the top 20%? You have the ability to go into a kitchen.
And it's
just
80%,
create-
right? That you're better than 80%? Is
Yeah,
that
you're in the
what it
top
is?
20%.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. How about another one from you?
Oh, that's hard because I mean impressions are what I do, and I consider myself in a small group of people
You're
because
the
I've done
top
it
20%.
professionally.
I'd say you're in the top 20% of being a great American.
That's the theme of today's show. Before Josh, is there anything that you consider yourself in the top 20%?
I am in the top 20% of making my wife happy.
Oh,
Between the
isn't
kids.
that sweet?
So I'm above the kids.
That's wonderful.
But just your current wife.
Yeah, current wife. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Current wife.
Is there
One.
anything more to this story that you have, Rob?
Well, I
No.
mean, I'm just curious what we all thought we were good at.
I'm trying. I can't pull another one because I mean that's an incredible accomplishment to be in the top 20%. And
Would you say you're the top 20% of amateur golfers? Not
No.
like people that are on tour.
Absolutely not.
No,
I mean,
really? Not at all?
I don't think they say that as far as everybody that plays golf, maybe because of the statistics I read, where they say
Right.
the vast majority of people can't break 100. If that's the way it is, then maybe there's statistically a chance. But I sure don't feel that.
That's
way.
where I get lost is the 20%. There's so many people out there
Yeah.
at anything that
Yeah, but also
if there's
keep
only
in
100
mind,
of us, maybe I'm better than 80 of the people. But once you
80%
get
is just
1,000,
80% is just a C+. It's not a glaring, exciting number.
Yeah, but it seems to me it should be called, instead of the 80% challenge, it should be called the delusional challenge. Because you consider, I think if it's a
You don't
numbers
think
game,
I'm a good cook?
I don't think you can do math in your head better than 80% of people.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty good at it.
I think if you added up the people that could do that, you would have
I could do that in my
thousands
head.
and thousands and what's that?
I could add up all the people that can do it in my head.
I'm really trying to make a serious point.
Well, no,
here.
I mean, like, for example, simple addition. I can do some multiplication in my head. I mean, not a lot of people could instantly give you 425 times 300.
Oh,
but
I've got one. I got one.
Okay,
I've got one. Reading witches' thoughts. There you go. Reading witches' thoughts. I've got that one.
Are you 80% of being a great dad?
No, not even close. I'm a good dad. I am not in the top 20% of fathers. By the way, every dad's going to probably say that he's in the top 20%.
Not me.
You know what's happening with my little IFBs today?
What? Are they in the low 80%?
My ears are spitting them out.
Maybe you're tense and you're clenching. Mike, don't clench.
No, I'm not tense at all. I'm just trying to
There are
wonder why they
certain
keep
people
popping
that
out of my-
can. There are orifices in people's bodies that certain people can make smaller.
right. But your ears are shrinking.
Yeah.
Shrinking.
Shrinking.
Thank you, Josh. I
Just like
appreciate
Abraham shrinking.
Enough. Do you have anything more of this? We have to move on.
No, Mike, Abraham Lincoln was in the top 20% of all presidents.
I agree with that.
Okay,
1,000%. In fact, if you did the stats on that and you said how many, if you do the math during this break and you tell me of all the sitting presidents,
Yeah.
how many, the number we have to put in the top 20%. Can you do that so we
I
can
can.
get a number of presidents we need to select, and then
Sure.
we'll come up with our list right
Very
after
good.
this. Go to
All
it, Rob Spiewak.
Do it.
I want to tell you about Mad Rabbit. I got it right here. This is Mad Rabbit. I'm holding in my hand the soothing Mad Rabbit tattoo gel. This stuff is wonderful. Our listeners are telling us how much they love it. If you have some killer tats, you need Mad Rabbit. Mad Rabbit is committed to reinventing tattoo aftercare. Maybe you're planning on getting a commemorative tattoo for the 248th birthday of the USA. Well, Mad Rabbit, he wanted to put that in as many times as he could. Mad Rabbit creates simple, effective, and natural products that help improve and preserve tattoos, all delivered directly to your door. It was founded by two friends who love tattoos. Their hero product, the Tattoo Bomb, revitalizes, replenishes, and preserves tattoo ink with clean and natural ingredients, and it's effective on both new and old tattoos and all skin types. Plus, they've got all products you need, from a tattoo sunscreen to a soothing gel to tattoo lotion and more. Josh is loving it, and they preserved over 3 million tattoos, and they've got an exclusive offer just for our listeners. If you go to madrabbit.com/TMOS25 and use promo code TMOS25, you are going to receive 25% off. Yeah, because I was thinking, if you're talking about the top 20% of presidents, it would be a small number, and it would be an interesting discussion, I would think.
Here's how we do it. We've had 46 presidents.
46. Yeah,
Okay.
we will. Yes, we've had. Well,
All right,
yes,
so that's
46.
So that's going to be 2.
No,
Right?
no, because you have to divide it into a percent. So it's 100 divided by 46, which gives you. Hold on, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. So this is 100.
Are you
divided
doing
by
it with a
46.
calculator?
I am, because I wanted to walk you through the process. That gives you exactly 1%.
You're a grifter.
2.17. So for our top 20%, we need 9.
9 presidents.
Yeah,
All
roughly
right,
1/5.
We mentioned Abraham. Can you keep tally?
I can.
Abraham Lincoln first. We'll
Yep.
probably all agree on that one.
Yep.
Next one. Anybody want to go?
Absolutely, Thomas Jefferson.
All right. And I'll jump in here. Franklin Roosevelt.
Got us through the war, Mike. He was a great sitting president.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How about Josh? Do you want to say Reagan?
I'll sit out of this one.
All right. So I'm going to throw Teddy Roosevelt in there because he started the national parks.
That's a good one. He's a very good one.
San Juan Hill, that type of thing. All right.
Let's see. I think you got to go G-Dubs on this too as well. George Washington, the first guy to have it.
I think George Washington, the first president of the United States.
Yeah.
John Adams, I think, has to be there because he was like
Sit
one of the
down,
authors.
John. Sit
right?
down. Yeah.
Wouldn't he count? Probably.
Yeah, but he was obnoxious and disliked, as you know.
He was obnoxious and disliked, but a pretty good president. How many more do we need?
That's 6. We need 3 more. I'm going to say Kennedy, and I think he could have been even greater if he had had a longer term. But I think he set a lot of modern politics in motion.
Did you put Reagan on the list?
I did not. But Reagan was.
I think you have to consider the great communicator.
Great communicator,
and
yeah.
how incredibly popular he is in the Republican Party. So I think
that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one more. We need one more president.
Okay.
Got to be James K. Polk.
Millard Fillmore.
I have the C-SPAN list of top presidents.
Okay.
If
Give
you
us
would
the
like
top
their
9.
ranking.
Yeah,
Or
start
their
from
score.
number 1, and we'll see if we match up on the
All
ranking.
right. Number 1, Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, that was our first.
Thank you. I'll give a ding
All right.
for that.
2, George Washington.
Got him.
Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Number 3.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Number 4.
Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Ooh.
We didn't have Eisenhower.
We did
Sorry
not.
about that. Mm-hmm.
Harry
Ed?
S. Truman.
Didn't have that one either.
Thomas
Dropped the
Jefferson.
bomb.
Thomas Jefferson. Got it.
John F. Kennedy.
Got him.
Donald J. Trump.
No.
No, it's Reagan. It's Reagan's there. Number 9's Reagan.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so John Adams, we did not match up on, but they did have Eisenhower and Trump that we did not have. So, Mike, we did pretty good. I think, you know what?
I think you missed
We're
one,
in
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are the 80% of people that can name good presidents.
We're leading up to the 4th of July, and I am lobbying to make again my one-pot spaghetti that I have made that was a phenomenal
You
hit.
saw this online, right?
Saw it online. Simple.
Walk us through it.
You take first of all, everything goes into like a Dutch oven where
Yeah.
you can have plenty of fun Dutch style. So you put in the Dutch oven. You brown your ground sausage, beef, or in my case, I use turkey. And then hold on, somebody.
Could you mix your meats?
I always mix my meats. You can mix your meats. You can put veal and pork and
Yeah.
the way they do it when they make
Well,
the gravy.
Veal is hateful.
Hi,
although it's
Michael.
delicious.
It's Ray. You can still secure health care for 2024. I have stopped this text thread 5 different times, and they're still coming at me. I have health care. I have my company. I've picked it. I've had it for a month now. Leave me the F alone.
Can you call them back?
This person is in the top 20% of annoying people, Rob.
Can you call them back?
I don't care to. If I do that, that'll just open up another can of worms.
Well,
back to the spaghetti.
Worms are open. The worms.
You
are
brown
open.
the meat.
Brown your meat.
You brown the meat. Then
About
after
a
you brown,
pound?
what?
About a pound of meat total.
About a pound of meat will be right. You can put a little more in, a little less,
Right.
but I'd air a if you wanted to make it better, and I've only made it once, I'd add a little more, maybe a pound and a half.
Got it.
Pound and a half of meat. You brown it. You put your now this is the key part here. You put in the Roma tomatoes, and don't get the sauce. Get the peeled tomatoes that you have to mash because that releases the water and it makes more liquid, and that's a key ingredient. Then you put garlic, like a tablespoon or two of garlic that you put in there. Put some dried basil
Fresh,
in there.
dried, or what kind of garlic? are you
Dried
using?
basil, dried minced onions. You put that in there too. I won't give you the measurements because I don't know them off the top of my head. Then you add a whole box of that chicken stock. You can put that in there. All right.
I think it's a
you get
quart.
all the liquid going. Let me see if I'm looking. I hope I'm not leaving anything out there. You put that in there.
Cup of sugar?
Put a tablespoon of sugar in there.
Yep.
And I think that's it. And then throw in your spaghetti. And you don't cook the spaghetti in water and drain it. You cook the whole thing in there, and it absorbs. You bring it to a boil, then put it down to a simmer, and in about 20 minutes, you've got it. If I've left anything out, you'll know why I don't have a cooking show.
It sounds like it's about right. And I tell you what, isn't that fairly authentic as well to cook it all together?
I don't know, but I mean, it's a cool thing. And the thing I loved about it is the guy online, and I wish I had it. I don't have it. I'm sorry. I'll share it next week. I promise you I'll get it together and I'll send it to Josh and we'll have it up there for you. But the thing that was cool is the guy was like, bing, bang, bing, 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 boom. They don't linger over recipes, which I hate.
Was he a slot machine guy, this guy that gave you the
No, he
recipe?
was not. That's Vegas Matt.
Okay. You want to know a little bit about Roma tomatoes, Mike?
I'd love to know about Roma tomatoes
We
because they
grew
were
them.
They were the best. You did those beautiful small tomatoes. You grew them.
We called them
you
plum-
too.
Yeah.
You got a boner too.
Well, we didn't like them that much. They were called
Okay.
plum tomatoes, but Roma was the variety. They had a thicker skin and less juicy interior, which made them ideal for cooking and canning. If you wanted to can tomatoes, these were the ones you wanted. They had
Great, because this is a canned product. I think it's San Marzano.
San Marzano, yeah, the
Marzano,
best.
San
The
Marzano. That's
absolute
what it is.
best. But they're also very prolific. And so if you're going to grow tomatoes in your backyard for anything other than like slicing for sandwiches, if you want to cook with them, look for a Roma tomato. It is
Roma.
easy to grow and great flavor. I used to use them to make fresh salsa. That was
Right.
insane.
And
So
because
good.
it's 4th of July, Rob, for the 4th of July, enjoy one of my favorite dishes, spaghetti on the grill. Enjoy
it's going
yourself.
to be a great 248th birthday for America.
248th birthday of the United States. Do you have a side of flip for us, Mr. Spiewak?
I am coming out of my ears. I got stuff.
Are you going to play your thing that you do? Or
They
is,
get that on the bonus show this year.
Oh, they get
and
that on the
also,
bonus show.
You know what? Stop the music. Stop the music. This is important. A lot of
Yes.
people are traveling for the weekend, as you know. So as a small favor, we're going to release the bonus show midnight tonight. So you will have it for your 4th of July travels
Very
and
good.
all things like that. So you can grab the bonus show early. And Friday, we're going to do a Summertime Rob Radio, and you'll still get your TMOS Classic, and you'll
Okay.
still get your best of. It's lots of stuff for you to listen to over this 248th birthday weekend.
There you go. And another chance for you to say that. We will take a short break and come back with the flip side. All the sounds that meant to be heard on the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa, whoa. Before that, I would like you, ladies and gentlemen, to listen up, jackass. It would be quite wise right now to look at your calendar and get a pen and mark November 9th down on your calendar. Write these words. Save the date. STD. And while you're at it, go ahead and save November 8th and November 10th. These days are what we like to call 9 adjacent. Why should you save these dates? Don't be nosy. just set those days aside and get ready. We have a rather massive announcement for you next Monday, July 8th, on this very show. Now, as you know, tomorrow is America's, what birthday is it?
248th. Birthday 248.
248. So enjoy the holiday, but remember, save the date of November 8th. You said July 8th.
No, you saved the day of July 8th to find out what's happening on November 9th.
No. No, because save the date is when you're making an announcement about that is wrong. Now, will you admit that? Come on now.
What
really?
did I actually write? What did I write?
It says, well, go ahead, save November 8th. And then save November 10th, too. But save the date of November 9th was the gist of this message.
Right,
And then
right.
at the very end, you said, save the date of July 8th. That is not
I
correct.
just did that to rhyme. You know what? I granted.
But you could
it's
say,
not-
save the date of November 8th.
Well, no, but we're not saving that date. We're saving the 9th.
No, you
8
want
is
to
just
say
9th adjacent.
save the date and find out on July 8th.
Save the date, find out July 8th. Details away. It's a mucked up.
You know what?
It's
I'm
totally
sorry.
mucked up.
I got so excited about the poem. I missed the message.
Crystal
But
clear.
listen on Monday, folks.
Next Monday. Until then, block off Saturday, November 9th. This is your one job. Don't blow it. We'll take care of the rest. This is going to be good. Take it away, Rob Speed.
Julia.
The flip side.
I love this because it's just going to make you mad. This is a free app, and it's called 11 Labs. And they said you can get any celebrity that they have in their arsenal, classic celebrities, dead celebrities, to read things to you.
Okay.
And the example they have is Judy Garland. Now, Judy Garland had a long and storied career. From when she was Frances Gumm, she was a little singing kid, and then
You know more about Judy Garland than you do about Hard Knocks, life in the NFL with the New York
I do,
Times.
and because I love Judy Garland.
Of course you do.
But she did The Wizard of Oz. She did those movies with Mickey Rooney, and then she got to be old, boozy, appear on the Jack Parr.
And not that old when she was boozy. She's like in
No.
her 40s, right?
Right. So I want you to hear this snake oil pitch, and what they say is AI Judy Garland.
11 Labs is proud to introduce the iconic Voice Collection. Choose from our exclusive selection of famous AI voices, including the illustrious Judy Garland. Able to read your favorite stories, publications, and uploads in the most authentic way possible, including The Wizard of Oz.
At that moment, Dorothy saw lying on the table the silver shoes that had belonged to the Witch of
Not
the East.
Judy Garland.
So download the 11.
You couldn't pay me to download that app. That's horrible.
Judy Garland, they just cheated us.
I know. I was really hoping for some.
Come on now.
Toto,
do they
you know,
Do they give any other examples?
If you go to the website, they've got pictures of people, but no voices.
Oh,
I think they're
it's
in way over their ass.
It's Scam Town. Come on,
It
forget
is.
it. Thank you
Total
for that.
scam.
Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate
So,
that.
Mike, don't do it. Now, did you know, were you cognizant of the fact that Cyndi Lauper, who I love, she's on her farewell tour right now, almost didn't record Girls Just Want to Have Fun. She
didn't know
thought
that.
it wasn't right, and here's why.
Was written by a man for a man. And one, it's not the same point of view. Two, I did try and sing it like him, and it sucked. Because you can't try and sing it like Robert Hazard. I didn't sound good, and the whole song didn't sound good. You might as well just listen to his version. So I decided one more shot.
But you changed the lyrics as well.
I realized that instead of, oh, daddy dear, we are the fortunate ones, you could literally say, oh, mama dear, we are not the fortunate ones, because we're not. So I said, okay, now we take it apart and put it back together. You play this, and we all heard what it could be.
Now, I always thought of her
What
more
a
of as
great! I mean, she's an original. She's
She's
is.
the
I,
best.
I had my balls busted by her years ago, right around my birthday. It was fun. It was fun. To get my-
But I always thought of her as more of a performer and not a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
But I want you to hear the demo they brought to her. Is a guy named, I've never heard of him.
Oh,
Robert
this is
Hazard.
great. So we're going to hear the song she's talking about.
Yeah, you're going to hear the way he performed Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Everyone knows how it sounds now.
Yeah.
But this is a total reinvention. Can you imagine hearing that and turning it into what she did?
Now, you give her credit for reinventing it and making some tweaks to the lyrics.
Right.
But then the production value is so superior on the on her version. Right?
Well, his sounds like a B-side of any 80s record, and hers sounds like that it's timeless.
See,
it's got a
that
timeless
stuff I
sound
love.
to it.
I love it when you do that kind of
Thank
stuff.
you.
It's
Thank you so
fascinating
much.
to me.
Mike, do you have a bucket list?
I do. You know what number 1 on my bucket list is?
What?
I want to go to Japan. I really want to go
Revenge?
to Asia. Okay, stop it, please.
Well, I think that that's a good bucket list item, but also one thing about being on a bucket list is you have to do something that is achievable. A trip to Japan is achievable. If you say you want to be president, that's a little tougher.
Yep.
That's why I like the way they set the bar. This Virginia couple, they live near Norfolk, and they started in 2003. Their bucket list is to go, and I think you know this establishment, the Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, yeah. Got one right across the street down here.
They want to go to every one of them.
Since we were both retired at that time, it was like, okay, let's see how many we can go to.
They started, and now they're up to 434.
We're knocking them off pretty good. Last year was 79. This year will be 80 to 82 or 3. I thought we were going to slow down, but we're apparently not doing that.
Is he missing a tooth?
Mike, they thought they were going to slow down.
Down.
They're not.
His body wasn't going with him.
The amazing thing is that now they've been to 434 Texas Roadhouses.
That's a lot of yeast.
The only thing that's slowing them down is that every other day they shit their brains out. Who was the guy that...
Good value, though. I'm going to give him a thumbs up. Good value. We've done it. We've done it multiple times.
Who's the guy?
I went 2 weeks ago.
Did
I went
you?
2 weeks ago.
Decent
we just
value.
got one a month ago.
Right?
I mean, it's perfectly fine. Family loved it.
Perfect. That's a father with a 10-year-old. That's kids. That's
Better
it.
than
Absolutely.
or less than Cracker Barrel?
Better than Cracker Barrel.
Better.
Is it? Because
100%.
you've turned me on Cracker Barrel. All right, all right.
Yeah, better.
Who was the guy that you knew, a disc jockey in London, that would do an American accent?
Oh God, I forgot his name completely. I worked for Capital Radio. That
But
was the network.
I love when people do that. I knew a guy from Northern England that he would come in and he'd say, "Hey, buddy, I've got bananas in my hands." That's the way we sound to people over there.
Right.
Well, there is a hot country singer, and she's adorable. Lainey Wilson. Have you heard of her?
Yeah, absolutely. She's Yellowstone, right? Isn't she?
Maybe. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny, but I like her in this interview.
It's because it was 1950. Go ahead.
I'm
go
not
ahead.
the
I'm
one who
sorry.
brought it up and can't confirm it.
I'm sorry. Just want
You
a
got
little
a
help
computer.
sometimes.
You have a
know?
computer too.
You too. I think Lainey Wilson sings on Yellowstone, but I'm not sure.
Willie Geist was interviewing her, and this is
I think that's the lady we're talking about.
This is a very funny exchange they had.
She is from
By the
Yellowstone.
way, I've
Thank you.
heard in other interviews you were able to do like a not a New York accent, but
A valley girl?
Yeah, like a little valley girl.
You want me to try?
If you got it.
I guess if I was a valley girl, this is going to freak you out. It freaks me out because I don't even feel like me when I do it. Don't laugh. Now I'm laughing. Hey, my name is Lainey Wilson, and I am from North Louisiana. Maybe that just sounds like a girl from Louisiana that's like trying to not be from Louisiana.
I think it's pretty good.
I'm a fan. I like her
Yeah,
a lot.
I
I
like her
really
too.
do. And she was great on Yellowstone, too.
All right, Mike, let us close with this. Do you still go, when you're in Columbia, not the
The
District
country
of
or
Columbia,
the
the country
town in
of
Maryland?
Columbia.
Oh, okay.
Do you still shop, not in Maryland, do you still shop at El Grocery Store?
I do. Right after I get my car washed at El Car Wash.
This is not a good day to work at El Grocery Store. They have sort of an open front, that opens up to the street.
Oh, so kind of an open air market?
Yeah, but it's a building. It's just got an open front, and anyone can come in,
Okay.
even cows. That's just one cow. But wait. Oh, there goes the toilet paper.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's rooting
dear.
around. And that looks like a mean cow.
Wow.
It does.
Wow.
Oh,
that
but wait.
is
What's this?
problematic.
What's coming up?
What do we have?
Mike, here comes. Oh, I see another one.
Is that another cow? Oh. Oh, dear me. Oh, my. Oh, my.
And now they're just rooting around in there.
Now they're both in there.
Yeah. And now they're just staying.
There they
Aye.
Fantastic.
Actually,
I love
Mike, it was a horrible that they said there was utter destruction.
Utter, UDDER. Hey, we got to go. Don't forget to have a great, safe holiday weekend. And we've got Rob Radio for your 4th of July. And we are dropping a bonus show on you tonight at midnight. So there's plenty of content for your 4th of July weekend. Stay safe. Don't blow your hands off. That's the only last piece of advice I can give you. For Rob Spiewak, Josh Soroka, this is Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
So long, folk.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
You've got to remember that these are just simple farmers. These are people of the land. You know. Morons.
No, don't let him go.
And what excitement we have today.
It is all fun and games until someone gets herpes.